as they're nearly right. Race number 3 over 1400. Face time coming up. Just a bit reluctant now. Attendant has the lead rope on face time to bring her up towards the gates, and this time they're successful in loading face time. So stand by. All ready now. Antarctic Pride the inside. Red light turned on. Ready for a start. Starter holds. Now they're right. Off and racing. Fangirl, not that well served at the start, is in the second half of the field. Excellabella flew out of the gates and goes straight to the lead now from Arbitration. In behind those was Antarctic Pride, and Wave is looking to try and tuck in. Now rolling forward the outside. 2 lengths away, Fangirl from Face Time, and Strike 'em Onesie is last of all. Excellabella the leader, joined by Wave in the lead. Wave cruises to the front now from Excellabella. Behind those was Arbitration, Antarctic Pride next. Then Fangirl, 2 lengths to Face Time, and Strike 'em Onesie is last of all. Wave crosses to the rails, leads here with 7.50 to go. A length and a half on Excellabella. Then Antarctic Pride being covered up by Arbitration. Fangirl sitting back, watching it all unfold. Further back was Strike 'em Onesie, and Face Time is the last one. 4.50 to go. Wave trying to stack them up before the turn. Is about to be given its head in the straight from Excellabella. Arbitration the outside. Fangirl's full bore. About 4 lengths to make up. They're well into the straight. Excellabella going after Wave. Arbitration and Fangirl is starting to run home quickly down the outside now. And shortly afterwards, Fangirl went to the lead.
So they're going into the stalls here for the third race at the Gladstone. Runners are going into the gates. Walking around behind them was Momentum Glory. Solid Asset still out of line with All Gain and Unsure. Oh, Unshore's coming up now as I speak. Lucky McCoo's behind them. So Unshore's gone in to Provocative Man goes in. So loading quite well here for a start in the third event. And it's going in nicely. My Mill stands in line. Here's the next one coming up. It's All Gain. And the Solid Asset still out of line. It's got a load yet. And then they'll just about be set for race number 3. So they're all loaded, ready for a start in the third. There's the red light blinking away here at Gladstone. And they're off and racing. Got them away to a good start. On the Tweed, jumped out quickly, but not as quickly as Momentum Glory, who's showing plenty of speed. Settling Stages there too. But once they settled down, and the favourite here, My Will's gone around the outside and it's gone to the lead. It's My Mill showing the way. Now it's taken on by one Lucky McCoo on the outside. There's 2 or 3 of them matching strides at this stage of the race. All Gain's a third one. It's 3 wide. In the centre of the track then was Unsure. Back on the inside was My Mill. They're going to be followed then by Solid Asset. A long way back then, further back in the field was Provocative Man. Up along the inside was On the Tweed. Bold Spices at about midfield position. It's going to be followed a long way back then by Momentum Glory. Well out of its ground further back in the field was Provocative Man. He's last of all, but they come along the side now. And here the leader, All Gain, is going solidly. Went to the front from My Mill, who's got the run of the race running second. Solid Asset is coming to the outside. Lucky McCoo was wider still on the track, being followed by Settling Stage. They look to be the main ones as they swing into the stretch, and All Gain is nicely clear. Trying harder, Solid Asset down the outside. My Will's doing its best too, and Lucky McCoo's emerging from the pack. It could be Lucky McCoo. He's going out after All Gain. Lucky McCoo in the closing stages goes to the front, beats All Gain. Third was Settling Stage, being followed by My Mill, have had every chance. Followed then by Solid Asset. Provocative Man was running on very strongly at the end of the race, being followed by On the Tweed. Then the next one home, Momentum Glory. Well back in the field, then came Unsure. And the last to pull up was Bold Spice. Stand by for numbers after the running of race number 3, but there's no doubt that the winner was Lucky McCoo, ridden by Alicia Ross. by Piero from Dare to Dance, mare by Penn. So it's got breeding on its side. And it's been too good, trained by Mark Lewis at Gympie. Won very well in the end. All Gain tried hard to pinch the race in the straight, but we just found wanting over the concluding stages, and Zetland stages ran a bold race as well. But Lucky McCoo's been too good. Alicia Ross, she's having a wonderful season. She's very prominent on the Queensland Jockeys Premiership for this season. I learned this the other day. I think she was in about 9th spot, which is quite remarkable. Last year she was the leading country apprentice. She was crowned that at the recent DAB Queensland Racing Awards, and the Queensland Jockeys Association nominated Alicia for their top apprentice jockey for Queensland last year in the country districts and provincial districts. So a magnificent effort. She's now based with Clinton Taylor at Rockhampton. Alicia, she was formerly with Todd Austin at Bark Calden, but she's riding in great form and a big asset to the provincial circuit now that she can ride regularly at Rockhampton, Mackay and Townsville. So that's a good win for Lucky Machu. We'll stand by for numbers and other details and send them down the line.
3, 6, 8 and 5, $218.10. Home runners have arrived at the barrier stalls now for Morfordville race number 4.
Indeed, they have, Mercedes, and the Junction Handicap Race 4. We've had a pre-race veterinary examination of Exalted Ambition once it arrived at the gates, and it's clear to run, the favourite, and it's the first to move in, $3.30. $3.30 favourite, number 4, Exalted Ambition, was vetted at the gates on arrival, past fit to run. As I speak, Hustler War now on tab fixed betting is the equal favourite with Exalted Ambition. They're $3.40 apiece. $5 Nordic Symphony, $5 slip into this. And that basically looks the race, according to most. The rest out to $18 or better. San Telmo Fuego, 11 out to 18. Burt Whistle, 21.
We're still waiting on official numbers and time and margins after the running of race number 3. But no doubt about the winner, which was number 2, Lucky McCoo, was by Piero from Dare to Dance. Ridden by Alicia Ross, trained by Mark Lewis at Gympie, and it was just too good for them. Second placing went to All Gain, who was by Hidden Dragon from Pain and Gain. Here's the details coming through, stand by.
Race 4 of the day. Gates are open, they're off. Slip into this wasn't the quickest away. The fastest away was Flowmeter initially with Exalted Ambition, and now pushing forward Placier. Placier will drive across from the outside, but Exalted Ambition's going to pump through. San Telmo Fuego and Nordic Symphony are making their presence felt. Slip into this has got into 5th position. It's being kept a little deep as they head to the back.
So details complete. The numbers are 2, 6, 7 and 1. Number 2, the winner, Lucky McCoo. Second was number 6, which was All Gain. Third placing went to number 7, Zetland Sarge. And officially 4th was number 1, My Mill. The margins were half a length by 1 3/4, half a length by 1 3/4. The time was 1:12.70. So 2, 6, 7 and 1 after the running of race number 3 at Gladstone.
For a half to Hustler War, and 2 back last of all to the 9-year-old mare Burt Whistle, who's on the outside of Turfman. So the pace is pretty solid. Placieri